Sometimes the things we discover in silence speak louder than anything we ever feared. I was cleaning the laundry room when something heavy fell out of my husband Daniel's jacket pocket. At first, I didn't think much of it, but when I bent down and picked it up, my heart froze. It was a phone I had never seen before. My hands shook as I unlocked it, and to my surprise, it didn't even have a password, as if it was meant to be hidden but not protected. The first thing I saw was a message preview. "Don't worry, she won't find out." My chest tightened. I opened the messages, and the deeper I scrolled, the more my world collapsed. There were conversations with someone saved as M. Long late-night chats, voice notes, pictures of places he said he never went, plans he never told me about. But the worst was a message from just 2 nights ago. "I'll tell her soon. She'll understand. She always does." I felt like the floor slipped from under my feet. Why would my husband need a second phone? Why would he tell another woman I would understand? Tears blurred my vision as I threw the phone onto the table and sank into a chair. I couldn't breathe. I waited until he came home that evening. The moment he stepped inside, he froze, not because he saw the phone, but because he saw my face. And then I asked the question that tasted like poison on my tongue. Who is M? Before he could answer, you came to my mind. Hello, viewers. Tell me honestly, what would you do if you discovered your partner was hiding a second phone? Has anything like this ever happened to you? Let me know in the comments. I really want to hear your side. Let me continue. Daniel sat down slowly, like a man carrying a truth too heavy to hold. He finally said, "She's my therapist." My stomach twisted. Therapist? You never told me you were seeing one. He looked down at his hands. Because I didn't want you to think I was weak. He told me he had been struggling with anxiety for months, that he felt ashamed, that he didn't want to burden me, that the late-night messages were therapy reminders and mental check-ins, that the pictures were from the walking routes his therapist sent him to help manage panic attacks. And then he showed me the full chat. There was nothing romantic, nothing inappropriate, just a man who was scared to show his wife his broken parts. And suddenly, all my anger turned into something else, a deep, painful ache. "Why didn't you just tell me?" I whispered. He finally looked up, eyes red, voice trembling. "Because you're the strongest person I know, and I didn't want you to see me fall apart." In that moment, I realized something important. Even the people who look the strongest can be fighting silent battles we never notice. We talked for hours that night. Real talk, hard talk, and for the first time in a long while, honest talk. I'm not saying everything is fixed, but we're starting again. This time with no secret phones between us.